Hi everyone, and welcome so much for joining us for the Los Angeles Liftoff Filmmakers Roundup, week 3. I can't believe we're going into the third week of Los Angeles.
I know, it's October.
Time is flying. I'm Natalie, this is Rupert, and this is Claire.
Hi everybody.
Cool, so thank you so much for joining. We're not only talking about Los Angeles here today, we also have some winners announcements to make as well.
We do.
So as you can see there, the Liftoff sessions that took part in September had 10 programs with 899 viewers in total, which is insane.
This is our biggest sessions ever. It just seems to get bigger and bigger every month, which is amazing. There's a lot of great filmmaking going on.
There is.
But yeah, I think now we have had the finalists sent off to our judges. The verdict was returned this morning.
Oh!
So we are now ready to announce to you the winners and the finalists. So Nat, let's start with the winners.
Yes, okay. Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun.
We're finally in sync with that. Yeah.
So our feature winner, congratulations to Arctic Night, directed by Feng Feng. Huge congratulations.
And the short winner goes to The Priest, directed by Borislav Kolzva. So congratulations, both of you. It's really excited to see 2 fantastic films that have made it through. Yeah. And we'll be screening The Priest here at Pinewood and in Los Angeles when we can. It will happen next year. Yeah. And hopefully by then it'll all be good.
And Feng Feng will be invited to our feature winners event here at Pinewood as soon as we're allowed guests back on the lot.
Yes, we are.
So stay tuned for that.
But let's give a shout out to the finalists. Congratulations to all of the filmmakers who were involved.
The many finalists.
There were a lot of finalists, so the jury had a lot of films to go through. So congratulations once again to Arctic Night and The Priest.
Yeah, so we've got 5 finalists from each of the programs. So in alphabetical order, a huge congratulations to Absent Minded, A Day's Time, After Past, A Meeting in a Park, Annie, Beeswax, A Short Documentary, Bittersweet, Body of Water, Cafe Espresso, COVID-19, COVID 1984, Duarte, Electromagnetic, I, 5 Days, For the Love of Cow, Funk, Wash Your Hands in Yoruba, Quaiquil Quarantined, Healing with Horses, Homeless Makes a Wish, In a Nutshell, La Katrina, La Vida que me toca vivir,
Woo, well done.
Listen, Little White Snowflake, Lockdown, Are We Safe, Lost Boy, Lost Wounds, Not So Sex-Abled, and Oh Shahagi. So that's the first page, all of which will be receiving free intermediate Liftoff membership for 1 year.
Just to mention here, we have the chat room open, so do feel free to give your film a shout out, ask us any questions as we continue on through this stream.
Please do.
I can see people already congratulating each other, saying
amazing.
Hi, and just having general chit chat. So
Great.
Thank you for getting involved. So then moving on to Pandemic Live, Personas. Peter Walters presents Still Perfect, Quarantine Apart, Retina, Return of the Helmet, A Team, A Journey, and the Man Who Inspired Them All. Safe, Unspurned, A Tale of Us, A Tale of Lust and Jealousy, Snooze, Star Child, That's Life, The Book of Babel, The Mermaid and the Artist, The Animals Are Dangerous, A Fairy Tale, The Stranger, UFO UK Disclosure, Voice, What Did You Think, Where's the Smoke, There's Fire. You really got me. There we go. Well done, everyone.
And we've got lots of you saying congratulations, as Natalie said, which is amazing. As I said, all these finalists will be receiving their prize in an email very, very shortly before the end of the day.
There's a comment here from COVID 1984 saying that COVID 1984 made my hamster's legs fly off. We love stuff like that, so keep that coming. Yeah, and congratulations to you all. Thank you for that comment there, Trey.
Yeah,
nice.
Amazing.
So, Los Angeles Liftoff. So we are currently in our 3rd week, and this is the 3rd roundup of what is happening at Los Angeles Liftoff.
All the stats coming your way. But first, let's just remind ourselves that this is running until the 11th of October. So as we say, we're into our 4th and final week now.
And official selections are exclusively on Vimeo On Demand, and there is a link in the description below. So if you do click on that, it'll take you straight to Vimeo. And we have 8 programs totaling 717 films. Every time it blows me away.
I know.
Every time. And the prizes. So, audience choice and jury selections from each program will then migrate onto the network round. From there, selected winners will receive live screenings at Los Angeles Liftoff Film Festival 2021. And not only that, we also have Audience Choice Awards. So the films with the most votes will be then invited to join us live on YouTube for a director's commentary where the audiences will have the opportunity to ask you any questions and we can find out more about your film. And it's just a really, really wonderful experience. I absolutely love the Audience Choice Award.
Absolutely. But that's not all.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We have the Liftoff Season Awards here. So we'll be nominating a handful of films that will be joining us, hopefully, at Pinewood for the Liftoff Season Awards. What you can see here playing in the background was our 2019 edition. It's a wonderful event. It all takes place here at Pinewood. It's red carpet, people have drinks, we dance, there's a jury. It's a really, really, really fun night. And there are 14 categories up for grabs, which you can see scrolling along the side there. So everything from best screenplay through to best animation, best feature live action narrative, documentaries. We literally cover the whole spectrum.
We really do.
And it is my favourite event of the year. So we'll see what we can do and see what the government restrictions are like in January when the event takes place.
Ollie Anderson says bubbly. Absolutely.
Not just one. Not
all
just
the
one.
bubbly.
All the bubbly you can get.
Okay, so that was the prizes. So now I think it's time to take a look at the stats from each of the pages.
Yes.
So let's start, as always, with New Voices features. So as of 11 a.m. today, we have 168 people watching from 12 different countries, 87 votes in. So as you'll see with all the pages, there's still a lot of votes due in, which is going to make for an exciting final week.
Absolutely.
But at the moment, top of the poll is Primal on 24 votes. And then 2 of our biggest movers, so not necessarily the films in second and third position, but just films that we want to shout out for shifting a lot over the last week, is GRIHALAKSHMI, The Awakening on 11 votes and Borders on 10. So Primal there, directed by John Humphreys. A scattered college kid, Arlo, and his frat bro roommate Blake try to navigate their hyper-masculine tendencies, and their aggression boils over when they end up competing for the same girl. There we go. GRIHALAKSHMI, The Awakening, an Indian film directed by ARVIND Pandy. The film GRIHALAKSHMI, The Awakening belongs to the genre of spiritual awakening transformational films. Explores the concept of Sahaja Yoga meditation on the big screen through the story of 2 young sisters, Sheetal and Samira, who encounter a deep inner awakening called self-realization. Their life takes a turn for the better. They experience a life full of happiness and contentment. Nice. And then finally Borders, directed by Anthony Giovanni. Based on a true story, a brother and sister from Honduras escape an abusive home and attempt to cross the US-Mexico border, where they both get separated and kidnapped. They'll have to fight to escape. There we go. So that was our features programme.
Just typing away in the chat room there. Okay, so moving on to New Voices Shorts 1. So we've had 205 viewers from 17 countries, and it's currently on 116 votes. So a lot of movement still to happen, and this is all from 11 a.m. BST as of today. So Bunkers is on 30 votes, Viral on 22 votes, and Still Untitled on 13 votes. So Ollie Anderson is in the chat room. Everyone, do say hello to him. He's the guy who asked Bubbly in question marks. In question marks? Within a question mark, yeah. Absolutely. Hopefully we'll be seeing you shortly. We interviewed Ollie not that long ago. So was it this week or last week? Sorry, time goes into one.
I know, it's all a bit strange. Yeah,
I think it was the other week.
Yeah.
And we talked about his film and the animation behind it. So if you are interested in this film and you've seen this film, go and check out that YouTube clip as well. It's in our videos. So, Bunkers by Ollie Anderson. After finding an ancient golf course in the jungles of San Francisco, the worst golfer of the year, Starlo von Sourdough, discovers he can recover the treasures of eternal life during COVID-19 global pandemic. But first, he's got to learn the rules of golf, and in particular, bunkers. It was 2 weeks ago. Ollie has just confirmed that. Time is literally going into one at the moment. So here we have Viral, directed by Kevin Wolbeck from the USA. Quincy has been finding it difficult to cope with the death of his younger brother, who was wrongfully shot and killed by a police officer. When the officer is acquitted of all charges, he loses the little hope he had left in the justice system and in himself. As Quincy is pushed to face his emotions and his new reality, he is presented with an opportunity to take matters into his own hands to try and give his brother the justice he deserves. That is a great, strong poster.
Yeah.
Love the colours. And then Still Untitled, directed by Lyndon Higgins, also from the USA. Written and performed by 8th graders and filmed in quarantine, Linda Higgins' 8th grade acting class answers the questions, what do 8th graders really care about? Watch them discuss puberty, relationships, social media, violent intruders, drugs, suicide, COVID-19, and everything in between. Share in their smiles, tears, fears, love, confusion, and hope.
Wow, that's a lot of big topics
Absolutely.
being discussed in that film.
Yes.
Amazing. So then we have the final programme of New Voices, Shorts 2, which is on 167 viewers, 12 countries, and 87 of you have placed your votes so far on that programme. So in top place we have Bharakafa on 23 votes, The Resistance is on 16, and Rainbow Trout is on 12. So, Bharakafa, directed by Shashank Vishnu Dutt. She is destined to be crowned the fairy queen of all land, a land that has been plagued with madness. She could cure the people with her magic and all would be merry once again, but her magic was stolen from her and hidden in the ocean. The people, plagued, don't believe in her anymore, but he does. He is in love with her and she with him. She is saddened that the plague has made him lose his laughter. She could have accomplished so much if only he'd laugh. His laughter could have been her strength, but it doesn't exist anymore. All hope is lost, but the two are resilient. They march on stealthily, hiding from the world to fulfill a prophecy that can be realised on a fateful full moon night, where a blood sacrifice by the ocean could bring back his laughter, restore her magic, and cure the land of the plague. Very fairy tale-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got The Resistance, directed by Valencia Kelly, a USA film.
Another filmmaker we had a chat with this week. It was
Yeah,
this week.
yeah.
We interviewed her on Monday along with 2 other filmmakers as part of what we're doing to raise awareness with the Los Angeles Film Festival and try and get networking going.
Yeah, networking, keep engagement levels high, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to make it as interactive as we can, as if
Yes.
we were in person. So this was, directed by Valencia Kelly. The civilised world dangles on its last thread before descending into total chaos from the rise of the New World Order. Armed with the knowledge of her husband, Dr. Jacob Martyr's creation and his mission, Zuri Martyr picks up the mantle to not only avenge his untimely demise, but to forge a more humane world. And then Rainbow Trout, directed by Ben Probert. Dave and Kimberly, a couple on the verge of separation, experience a very strange evening together. Nice, short and intriguing.
Yes, absolutely. And that poster is awesome. I love that.
Go and check it out. So that was New Voices Shorts 2.
Just stay on this poster a second. I love the typography in there. It's so simple and so effective. Love that.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, moving on then to Trendsetters Features. So we've had 105 viewers from 24 countries and it's currently on 19 votes, which means that's like less than a third of people who have voted.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, get your votes in. You've got about 10 days to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, Tommy Emmanuel, The Endless Road is on 10 votes. Marcus is on 2 votes. BP Underground, Electric Music is on 2 votes. And The Last Victim is on 2 votes.
2 votes. So, I mean, low figures because there's so many votes to come rolling in.
Well, exactly. Well, this is exciting. That means that there's going to be this huge competition running up to it.
The playthrough stats have been really high on this programme, so I love the fact that everyone's just trying to make their way through them all before choosing their two favourites.
That's nice. That is really nice. So Tommy Emmanuel, The Endless Road, directed by Jeremy Dillon Potts, an Australian film. So from the Australian outback to Music City, USA, a child guitar prodigy dedicates his life to become the world's greatest acoustic guitarist, even as the revelations of dark family secrets send him into a battle with addiction that threatens to destroy his career, his family, and his life.
Cool colours again.
Yeah. And Marcus, directed by J.R. Poley. From the USA, Marcus has a checkered past and an unstable present. As he struggles mightily with mental illness, unexpected news brings a new opportunity for him to right old wrongs and make amends. He leaves his life behind and sets off on an adventure to find purpose, forgiveness, and redemption. But Marcus will have to face the consequences of his past life and overcome the greatest obstacle of all in order to find happiness. Himself.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good poster as well. There's a lot of yellow in the posters this time.
Yellow pops.
Yellow does really
We like
pop.
a bit of yellow, don't we?
I love yellow. Okay, so BP Underground Electronic Music, directed by Anna Cote and Esther Turan from Hungary. Good, it's nice to see other countries popping up here as well. So the underground music subcultures of Budapest are an integral part of the Hungarian culture. The makers of this documentary series set out to map the defining youth and music subcultures of the 90s and 2000s. A detailed and comprehensive documentary series on the trends of the post-1989 underground scene has not yet been developed for the screen. In the 90s, just following the collapse of the Iron Curtain, Western influences found fertile ground in Hungary, allowing many trends to peak in popularity.
Sounds very cool.
It does sound cool.
I want to check that out for sure.
And then The Last Victims, directed by Maynard Crack from South Africa. This is great. This is like all corners of the world for this program.
Yeah.
So a former member of South Africa's infamous Dead Squad must atone his past when he helps one survivor search for the bodies of the missing anti-apartheid cell. Unaware that they are hunt for answers, they too are being hunted.
So that brings us to Trendsetters Shorts 1. 180 viewers from 9 countries, 117 votes are in so far. So we've got Sam and Emma on 36 votes, Taipei Jesus on 25, high figures there, and Dumpsis on 7 votes, which was one of our big movers. So Sam and Emma, directed by Vanessa Lee. When their love wanes after a miscarriage, 2 heartbroken women try to piece together their relationship, highlighting the hardship and dysfunction that can arise from trauma and grief. And Taipei Jesus, another US film directed by John Redlinger. Washed-up writer Roy Frankel sees his dreams dashed when 3 boneheaded Hollywood executives hijack his biblical adaptation, The Gospel of Matthew, and turn it into an edgier, holy reboot called Taipei Jesus. Notions of religion, race, gender and art all collide in a blistering, not-so-satire that culminates in the trailer for Taipei Jesus. Love it.
Yeah.
Love a bit of satire. And then we've got Dumps, directed by Boris Billick from the US. A depressed man becomes mysteriously and inexplicably stuck to his toilet before he is able to commit suicide via toaster in the bathtub.
I really do hope this is a comedy.
No, I think it's a documentary.
Oh,
no, we're joking. We're being silly.
We're being very silly. But that sounds like a fun film.
It does.
And then moving on to Trendsetters Shorts 2. So we're on 103 viewers from 13 countries, and it's currently on 46 votes. So again, lots of movement. And just a reminder that all of these votes are as of 11 a.m. today, BST, the 2nd of October. So the Japanese pop stars checking out is on 7 votes. Southdown 79 is on 9 votes. The Jungle of Accounting is on 6 votes, and Splintered is on 6 votes. So the Japanese pop star Checking Out by Sean Curran, a music video for the returning electronic act of Japanese pop stars. With Checking Out, the Japanese pop stars unleash a blistering punk rock meets electro ode to the politics of negativity, inadequate, and segregation. a bold and eye-catching video that touches upon many of 2020's key themes centered around panic and fear and racial division, corruption, violence, and infection. Sounds very current, and it's also from the UK, which is good. Southdown 79, directed by Matthew Price, from the USA. With their lifelong friendship coming to a devastating end, an unhinged Jay and a sentimental Boone takes a rundown car on a road trip to try and figure out what went wrong. And then The Jungle of Accounting, directed by Chase Pearson, from the USA. Charles and Marianne Bailey, the proud owners of a small accounting firm, reflect on the absurd yet true stories of their assistants from the 1980s. I bet that's really fun.
Yeah.
That's a really cool poster as well.
Definitely.
Yellow again.
Oh, there we go.
There is a theme this year.
Put yellow in all your posters.
And Splintered by Isabel Aretino, from the USA. 3 middle school boys navigate the collision of old friendship, budding masculinity, and desire to fit in.
Beautiful location there, clearly.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And so Trendsetters Shorts 3, 136 of you watching this programme from 16 different countries, 74 votes, so half of you still to get your votes in. So on top of the poll, we've got Persuasive on 26 votes, and then 2 of our big movers, The American Dream on 17, and Everything's Fine, A Panic Attack in D Major on 9 votes. So Persuasive, an American film directed by J. Ryder Ward. After a tragic event, an African-American woman decides to join the police force. The American Dream, directed by Baldev Sandhu. 3 immigrants about to cross the border sit around a fire and discuss what the American dream means to them. I think a lot of people are asking this question at the moment. And then Everything's Fine, A Panic Attack in D Major, directed by Zach Morrison. So this is a musical comedy about a woman at the onset of her quarter-life crisis and her existential journey through the various stages of anxiety in song and dance. So that was Trendsetters Shorts 3.
And then Trendsetters Shorts 4, the final programme in the Los Angeles Lifter Film Festival this year, is on 122 viewers from 16 countries, and it's currently on 74 votes. So In My Head is on 30 votes, Liber is on 10 votes, Black Metal Romance is on 5 votes, and Sarah Says Eat and Die COVID on 5 votes. So In My Head, directed by Charlie G. In My Head is a spoken word short film that looks into the mind of poet Jason D. Frank, a look into personality disorder and what would happen if you could confront all the characteristics that make up your personality. Interesting. That's so interesting.
Yeah.
And then Liber, directed by Colin Henning from the USA. The late Grammy Award-winning Elizabeth Cotton taught herself guitar left-handed upside down and a young girl in North Carolina, and then didn't touch it for 40 years. She returned to the guitar to record her 1958 album using Elizabeth Cotton's song to bridge the 40 years where she did not play the film's exposure, why Miss Cotton gave up her music to begin with, and why she chose to return. Black Metal Romance by Joey Danger from the USA. Black Metal Romance is a star-crossed tale set in a cyber-noir fantasy exploring the relationship between AI and its creator. The moody textures of the music and the dark themes of the visuals create a striking experience. Ooh, Defoe. And then Sarah Says Eat Shit and Die COVID, directed by Sarah Grace. 2 heartbroken New Yorkers meet through a dating app that proves to be much more complicated than anticipated.
And I think...
Yeah, there's one more. Oh.
So no, I think that brings us to the end.
I thought there was another one there. No? Okay. Must have made that up in my head.
Let's just check for sure, but no, I think... No, so there we go.
No,
that brings
it.
us to the end.
Ah, great. So then, what's coming up? So we have got our Los Angeles Liftoff next filmmaker interview taking place on Monday at 3 p.m. BST or 2 p.m. BST. And this week we sent out an Instagram post where we asked for filmmakers taking part in the festival to comment with their films and their programs for us then to choose 3 filmmakers from there. So we have done that, and I do have them ready on my list right here.
Amazing.
So Claire,
Yep.
do you want to announce them?
Sure. So the 3 filmmakers joining Charlie and myself will be Juan Escobedo, the director of Papi Papilloma. Yeah, we've got J. Wright Award, the director of Persuasive, who you saw in today's stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's exciting. And then Jack McLaughlin, the director of Shopping Lists.
So I will be sending you all the information that you need to prepare for that stream after this one. And yeah, we look forward to inviting you all on. The 3 Js will be joining us. The 3 Js will be joining us on Monday. So do stay tuned for that. And then the following Friday, we have our final roundup for the Los Angeles Festival.
Ahead of the festival closing on Sunday at 10 p.m. BST.
Yeah.
So enjoy this last week of watching these amazing films. But we will see you again on Monday.
Yes. All right.
Thanks,
cool.
everybody.
Thank you for joining.
Bye.